Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, we are doing another episode of my yearly beauty favorites, the best of the best of the best beauty products for the past year, and we are doing the best foundations. Now this is probably the one, I can imagine, if I know you all as well as I think I do, the one that you are most excited for. So these for me, and I've narrowed it down to 7 foundations, and I'm honestly so proud of myself. These for me are the absolute ride or die foundations that have just gotten me through life in 2019. If you are new here, I always have to say this for people that are new here, so I'm sorry if you've been a subscriber since before the beginning of time, but I do have very, very oily skin. I've got textured skin, and I have quite problematic skin in the sense that I do break out to things, but I also just, makeup doesn't like to last on me. It likes to cake up, it likes to separate, it likes to melt off, the oil just comes through, and it's like it's a cleanser. It cleanses the makeup off my skin, and I will get home and I'll be like, oh, why did I even bother putting it on? It's all gone and I look like a greasy mess. So I definitely have to be really, really, really careful with the foundations that I choose, in the sense of actually being able to find things that really last on my skin, that keep me matte, that keep me shine free, that don't cake up, that don't separate, that don't do all those awful things that I don't want happening on my face. Now obviously this video is part of my 2019 beauty favorites series. This is the foundation one, but we are obviously doing all of the other categories as well. So yeah, make sure you check those out if you are interested. It might be best primers, it might be best lipsticks, it might be, best whatever. Just make sure you head over and check those other videos so that you know what is good and what is, well, I'm not actually going to do the worst products of 2019. I feel like it's just a waste of a video. Why be negative? Let's talk about the stuff that's awesome and let's not talk about the stuff that isn't, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's jump straight into the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new here, ring that notification bell, and let's talk about the best foundations of 2019. Okay, I've got 4 high-end foundations here and I have 3 drugstore. And I mean, I should probably talk about this one first because this is the one that you guys are going to be least surprised about. Pause the video now, write it down below if you know the foundation that I'm about to mention. You know, don't you? You know. Oh. Estee Lauder Double Wear. Years later, nothing has changed. This is still absolutely the foundation that I swear by. If you have got problematic skin, so you can't get your makeup to last, it transfers off, it fades off, it cakes, it separates, and if you have oily skin and you just basically have a really, really hard time keeping the oils at bay, this stuff is like paint. It is seriously like paint. Once it is on the skin, it is not going anywhere. Really, really amazing coverage. Still a really nice lightweight consistency. It is quite breathable on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing, like a full-on heavy face of makeup. And let me tell you, oil-proof, sweat-proof, desert-proof, even transfer-proof. Even I find with this one, I could take a t-shirt off, not have to worry about being particularly careful, and I'm not going to lose the foundation off my nose. It is just such an incredible, incredible foundation. It really just does stay exactly where you put it. I swear by it. I love it. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't cause my skin to go all funky or patchy or and I do actually, as I've gotten older, I've started reacting to products. Sometimes I'll wake up and my entire face will be covered in red dots and I'm like, what is going on? It's just absolutely glorious, and I know that there are a lot of you that do love and swear by this now, and you found it because of my channel, so I'm so glad we have an Estee Lauder Double Wear family here. I love that about this. It's just so good. So yeah, honestly, if you've got any of the same issues that I do, worth looking into this one. It really is as amazing as I have said every other time. Yeah. Next up is a new addition this year, the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This one, I was totally blown away by how good this foundation is. Now, not meaning to appear cynical, judgy, a lot of brands like Dior, Gucci, Chanel, a lot of the time I'm like, oh, it's not going to be good makeup. Sure, you might make lovely handbags. You don't know problem skin. You don't know me. I was truly shocked. Honestly shocked at how incredible this foundation is. Now, this one's a little bit different in the sense that it is totally customizable. So if you want to go with a barely there coverage or, slight tint on the skin, you can use a very, very small amount. You can apply a second layer if you want medium coverage, or you can build it up with a third layer for full coverage. It's really, really awesome how customizable this one is. And I also do find that when building it up with a third layer for full coverage, it still doesn't get heavy, it still doesn't get cakey, still doesn't crease and separate and go all gross. Absolutely amazing on the skin. It really doesn't emphasize texture. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It leaves the skin with the most magical, magical, magical glow. It will not control oil in the same way that the Estee Lauder Double Wear will. It certainly, like hands down, it will not control oil as well as that one does. But at the same time, when your oils do come through, you don't look like a greasy, sweaty mess or like you can fry bacon on your face. It just gives you the most radiant glow. It is honestly like, I absolutely love this stuff. Very, very thin and lightweight in consistency. Like it's got a very liquidy kind of a texture to it. I love the packaging too. Like it's a little plastic bottle with a squeezy nozzle. Like it's really, really easy to use. And obviously being that it is a face and body foundation, it's totally safe for using on your body as well. So I don't know if you've got like a bruise on your leg or something that you are wanting to cover up, you can totally use this on your body as well. It's not going to sweat off. It's not going to transfer off. It's not going to wear off or rub off. I love this as an oily skin girl. Like I'm so glad that I discovered this. It's absolutely worth every cent. Okay, next up I have the new it's not new anymore, but it was new this year. The Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. Oh, is this just not an absolute miracle in a bottle? I love this stuff. So again, very similar to the Dior one, obviously not customizable like the Dior one is, but so ridiculously lightweight on the skin. It gives you the most amazing coverage. It minimizes pores, it minimizes texture. It makes your skin look airbrushed. Great, great, great coverage, covers everything up, lasts all day long. Like hands down, this will not come off your skin either, but at the same time, it is so lightweight on the skin. Like you can barely feel it. Very breathable, very, very lightweight, fantastic, fantastic pigmentation. Like you really can cover, everything you want up with this one. Like I just absolutely love this stuff. They've just done a fantastic job. Well, it does say that you can wear it for up to 24 hours. I must say I have not tried that. I can't imagine you ever needing to wear it for 24 hours, but I feel like it really, really would last 24 hours. So amazing with my oily skin. Similar to the Dior one, like you're just left with this beautiful, like soft glow. Like it just looks like you've applied like like a liquid highlighter all over your skin. You don't look like super greasy, doesn't cake, doesn't separate, doesn't transfer off. I truly, truly, truly love this stuff. I do need to pick up a better color. I've got the shade 51WY. It does not match me very well at all. It's way, 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 way too deep. Well, it's not way, way, way too deep, but it is too deep for me. So I do look particularly tanned when I wear this one. But yeah, I love this formulation. Totally recommend. Really nice lightweight bottle as well. Urban Decay have done a bang on job of this. Worth checking out. And then finally for the high end, and this is probably a product that you're also not going to be surprised about because it's a product that's been in my yearly favorites several years past. NARS Sheer Glow. Now, I was originally a little bit confused, I guess, by the name of this foundation until someone actually explained it to me and I was like, oh, light bulb moment, like, hello. This foundation's not sheer. Don't think, oh, NARS Sheer Glow is a sheer foundation. It's not a sheer foundation. It has really incredible coverage. Will cover up acne, hyperpigmentation, discoloration, dark under eye circles. It will cover all of that up. What it means is that the foundation formula itself has a sheer glow to it. So it's not going to leave you crazy dewy, like super, super illuminated, but it does leave a beautiful soft glow on the skin when you apply it. So it doesn't look kind of fake. Like it's not like one of those super, super matte foundations that just look fake on the skin because it's like, well, skin, naturally doesn't look like that. It leaves a sheer glow on the skin. So hopefully that clears it up if you did have any questions about exactly what it means and what it does. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit heavier in consistency than the last two that I spoke about, but it truly does leave such a beautiful finish on the skin, like natural, glowy, still covers everything up. I find that when my oils do come through, and my oils do come through with this, like it's, it's part of having oily skin. Like there are not that many products that are really like, no oil is coming through. Like foundations a lot of the time cannot control that oil, but what's important is how they do react with that oil and how they wear despite that oil being there. And again, it looks so beautiful and glowy. It doesn't cake, it doesn't separate, it doesn't go like hideous on my skin, it doesn't melt off. It really, really does last all day long, but still without looking like sweaty. Like, you know, when you got like so much oil that you're like, like you could literally see your own reflection. Like other people could see their reflection in your face. You've got that much oil. That doesn't happen with this one, but it does get more oily than the ones that I mentioned previously, kind of a thing. So hopefully that makes sense. Really amazing for like an evening event when you want really perfected, sort of flawless looking skin. It just looks like it does. It's like Facetune in a bottle. It really makes your skin look so, so beautiful. It does feel quite lightweight on the skin, not as lightweight as those other ones. Quite lightweight. It's not as transfer proof as those other ones. Like it definitely, like if you were to bump your face or something, it probably would come off. But it just looks so gorgeous on the skin, and it just handles oil so well. I haven't been able to stop using it since originally discovering it. I think, other than the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which surprisingly isn't in my favorites this year. This is the first year that it hasn't been in my favorites, which is surprising. I just haven't found myself reaching for it for whatever reason. But I do think that this was my second ever high-end foundation that I purchased. Second or third. I really, really like it. It's totally worth, like, it gets hyped online and in store, and everybody knows about this foundation for a reason. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so those were all of the high-end foundations. So we're going to move into the drugstore foundations. Now, I did discover a drugstore foundation recently, only about maybe a month and a half ago now, the one by Australis. I've done a video on it recently. I was going to include that in today's video, but I just don't feel like I've been using it for long enough to really justify putting it in a yearly favorites, but it is amazing. Like, it seriously is amazing. I'll link that video down below. But yeah, I've got 3 drugstore foundations to talk about. 2 from Maybelline, 1 from L'Oreal. We'll do the Maybelline one first. So, okay, maybe we'll do this one first. Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. Ooh, this was another miracle in a little squeezy tube that I wish I had years ago. Basically, this foundation is a little bit different to the other ones in this video in the sense that it is a 50 SPF level, and it also does contain certain ingredients that protect your skin against pollution in the environment. So it's got like protective factors in it. It's got antioxidants in it. So it's a really good one for everyday wear. You know, if you are looking to protect and kind of care for your skin as well, like if you're wanting to get a little bit of extra protection from your foundation, this might be one to consider. I personally love this one because of how amazing it looks on the skin. Like, again, Facetune in a bottle. Like, texture, gone. Pores, gone. Fine lines, gone. Who even are they? Doesn't cake, doesn't separate, doesn't settle, doesn't transfer off. It's amazing when your oils come through. And what's even more amazing about it is it's so lightweight on the skin. Like, it feels sort of more like a BB kind of a cream, but it's still got amazing coverage. Like, I don't know what they've done here. I don't know how they did it, but they have done something amazing. I absolutely adore this foundation. Now, Maybelline do call this a full coverage foundation. I personally don't agree with that. I think this one's more of like a medium buildable coverage. You can definitely easily get full coverage out of it if you want it, but I still have to use, concealer and, other things if I am wanting like a super full coverage look. It's just beautiful though. You can't feel it on the skin. So amazing for everyday wear. Really quick and easy to blend it out. Works with a brush, works with a sponge. You can apply it with your fingers if you want to apply it with your fingers. Very lightweight, liquidy consistency. It feels more like a serum foundation. Definitely feels more like a serum foundation. But yeah, I love this stuff. Swear by it. Totally recommend you checking it out. Actually, another serum foundation that I discovered this year was the Pat McGrath one. Really, really like that one too. Didn't like it enough though for the yearly favorites. I mean, it's an amazing foundation. It's one of my favorites, but I couldn't have like 15 foundations because that defeats the purpose. Next up, also by Maybelline, their 24-hour full coverage. Oh, well, it's technically called the Superstay foundation, but it's the Maybelline Superstay full coverage foundation. Oh my goodness. And I'm pretty sure this was in my favorites last year as well. It is so good. Super, super, super full coverage from this one. It will cover up all of the things that you did last week that you don't want people knowing about. It'll cover up the entire block of chocolate that you ate last night. Like, it is full coverage. And again, similar to, it's not as lightweight as the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, but this one again is really, really nice and lightweight on the skin. Like, I don't feel like claustrophobic, I guess, in this one, like I do with a lot of other full coverage foundations. I feel like my skin can still move, it can still breathe. I don't feel like I could scrape my makeup off like underneath my nails. I hate that feeling. It's the absolute worst. And this one is super skin perfecting as well. It really blurs everything out. Like I've said it so many times now, but this again is Facetune in a bottle. I just find that my skin looks really perfected when I do use it. And again, something I've already said about the other ones, it's so amazing with my oily skin. So doesn't cake, doesn't separate, doesn't transfer, doesn't go all hideous, doesn't go super, super shiny and oily. It's a really, really long-lasting foundation. Again, I've never worn it for 24 hours, so I can't really speak to the 24-hour claim, but it will get you through a solid 16-hour day without you having to worry about it. So yeah, I really, really, really recommend this one. This one's got like a little pump applicator, so the packaging is quite different to the Dream Urban Cover one. But yeah, if you're wanting to go like full on amazing, like flawless, not a bit of redness, not a bit of darkness in sight, like say for example, pair this one with a smoky eye for a night out, and the Dream Urban is more for like daytime, natural, fresh kind of wear. Hopefully that separates the two for you. And then lastly, for the drugstore ones, and actually for the foundations overall, got this one by L'Oreal. This is another product that just totally knocked my pants off in 2019. Like, it is such an amazing foundation. So it's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear. L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation if you're, looking to Google it. Obviously, like all my other videos, I will link these products in the description bar down below for you so you can check them out for yourself. But this foundation, I love it. Super, super lightweight, and much like the name suggests, it feels very, very fresh on the skin, very breathable. It kind of like moves with you during the day, doesn't crease, doesn't settle, doesn't cake, doesn't separate. I love the way that it looks on my skin when my oils come through. Again, very glowy, very like, you're wearing highlighter, not like you're wearing grease. Like, it's a much more flattering finish on the skin than a lot of other foundations out there. A lot of foundations just don't react well with oil. I don't know. Oh, bad. Basically, the idea of this one is it's designed and it's got ingredients that are it's meant to look and feel fresh on the skin for 24 hours. I again haven't worn it for 24 hours. I don't know why anybody would need to wear their makeup for 24 hours. Let's be real. That's too much. Yes. But it certainly feels fresh and lightweight all day. It stays looking fresh all day. It stays looking beautiful on the skin. More of a liquidy kind of a consistency than the Maybelline Superstay. Probably about on par with the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover in terms of consistency and thickness of formula. And this one's great too because it doubles as sort of both. Like, I could wear this during the day, super sheared out and natural, or I could also build it up to super full coverage as well. Very perfecting on the skin, and it looks fresh. It seriously is like the name. It looks fresh when you first apply it, and it still looks fresh at the end of the day. I absolutely love it. There you go, guys. Those are my favorite foundations for 2019. Like I said earlier, it was very difficult. There are plenty of other foundations that I probably could have chosen, but there's no point in me making a yearly favorites video with like 15 foundations. That doesn't help narrow down the choices for you. So hopefully this video has helped you out. Obviously, if you've got any more questions about any of these products, please pop them in the comment section down below. I'm also interested to know, were there any surprises in today's video? I feel like we've got a very close foundation relationship. Were there any foundations not in the video that you thought may have been? I want to know what you think, and let me know what your favorite foundation is too, and if you've tried any of these and how they went on your skin and what you think of them. But yeah, I hope the video was helpful. I hope that it was enjoyable. I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that you're having a good holiday season, and I will catch you all in my next one. So have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.